In the opening scene, there's the White household where we hear Margaret White screaming in pain, sits alone in the home, on a bed, and gives birth to the baby girl. She intends to kill infants, but changes her mind. Years later, her daughter Carrie, a shy, unathletic girl, near her graduation from Ewan High School in Maine. While showering after the gym at school, Carrie experienced her first menstrual period. Never having thought to prepare for this, she believes she is bleeding to death and ran out of the shower yelling for help. The other girls ridicule her by throwing the bags at her. Chris even films everything on her phone. The gym teachers, Miss Jardine, overheard them, and in efforts to calm her down, she slapped Carrie to keep her from screaming. Later, Carrie is taken to the principal's office with Miss Jardine, as he tries to explain what has happened. The principal and Miss Jardine tell Carrie that they have called her mother to pick her up. At home, Margaret demands that Carrie explain for her showering with the others. When Carrie refuses, Margaret hits her in the forehead with a paper and locks her in a prayer closet. As Carrie screams to be let out, a crack appears on the door, and the crucifix in the closet begins to bleed. Carrie begins to experience more signs over the coming days that her boy having a supernatural power. She reaches her abilities, learning to harness them. Miss Desjardins informed the girls of this Carrie as they were handled bootcamp-style detention for their behavior. Chris refused and is suspended from school and prohibited from attending the prom after denying the allegations and refusing to give up her smartphone. Chris now regrets her part in the incident. To make amends, she asked her boyfriend, Tommy Ross, to take Carrie to the prom. Carrie accepts Tommy's invitations and makes a prom dress at home.
On prom night, Margaret tried to prevent Carrie from going, but Carrie used her power to lock her mother in the closet. At the prom, Carrie is nervous and shy, but Tommy kindly put her at ease. Chris' friend, Kinnaberry, discreetly fed Bear into the voting balls, which named Carrie and Tommy as prom queen and king. On the other side, Sue received a text from Chris, taunting her about her scream to humiliate Carrie. Sue drives to the prom. Arriving just as Carrie and Tommy are about to be crowned, Sue sees the bucket of broth dangling above Carrie and attempts to warn someone, but Desjardins locked her out of the gym, suspecting that she planned to hurt Carrie. Chris dumped the broth onto Carrie and Tommy, and the screen started to play the sour video of Carrie. Carrie pushed Miss Desjardins with her power when Desjardins attempted to help her. Suddenly, the bucket falls onto Tommy's head, and it killing him. Carrie started to become mad and attacked her device, using her power to kill nearly every student and staff, but spared Desjardins. Chris and Barry attempt to drive away, but Carrie crashes the car, and both of them get killed by Carrie. Carrie arrives home and takes a bath and changes into her nightgown afterward. Carrie tearfully tells Margaret about the plan. After the talk, Margaret stabs Carrie in the back with a knife, but Carrie kills her with several sharp tools. She becomes hysterical and mad. Stone rain from the sky to crush the house. When Sue arrives, a furious Carrie leaves her with her power, but since that, Sue is pregnant with a baby girl. Carrie protects Sue and threw her out of the house to safety as the house collapses and sinks, apparently killing Carrie as well. After giving her testimony in court regarding the prom incident, Sue visits Carrie and Margaret's grave.
There are many more values that we can learn from movie Carrie. Carrie is a teenager girl who has telekinetic powers. She is bullied by many of her classmates and by her mother, who oppress and abuse her, believing her to be Satan. It is safe to say, Carrie is not a happy character. She grows more and more powerful throughout the story, and we see her grow and have moments where she feels calmer and slightly more accepted in the world. However, after various events unfold, Carrie becomes angry and seeks revenge on those who have tormented her in the past. This gives us a look at how others see Carrie and how she feels inside. Here are a few lessons we can be learned from Carrie. Don't blame everybody for the action of a few who have done wrong. Try not to measure your self-worth by how other people treat you. You are not a bad person if people are mean to you. When people are trying to help you, especially someone of status, do not turn them away. Do not rely on your parents or elders to teach you about the world. Go out and experience it. Besides, there are 9 life lessons from the movie Carrie. First, don't be a bully. As simple as this idea is, most people don't realize how much direct damage bullying can do to a human being. Carrie already had her issues, and the bullying exacerbated her strangeness and her willingness to use her newfound gift, the only thing she felt she could really control for destructive purpose. Second, bad parenting directly creates messed up children. How true this is! Carrie's mother forgot to explain what a period was, and that she would be experiencing that as she transitioned into adulthood. The fact that she did not know meant that when she had her first, she was frightened to the point that she felt like she was going to die. Any good parent would have covered those bases long before Carrie Ash in the movie. She also called her child several things which had a terrible, deep emotional toll on Carrie. Third, you can't fix crazy. Carrie's mother is a piece of work. She mumbles to herself scripture passages while rocking back and forth in her bed. She hits her forehead with open palms. She fears the outside world because she perceives that sin has overtaken it. She threw Carrie under the stairs, locked the door, and says, "Go into your closet and pray." Later on, firmly believing that Carrie was sent to be a punishment for her sins, she tried killing her daughter by stabbing her in the back, all while lulling her in with a comforting mother-daughter hug or prayer. Don't post the evidence of your crime to YouTube.
Fifth, it pays to love one who is suffering. Carol had many bullies in her life. Although many of her leaders had good intentions and the overall well-being of her in mind, no one really knew the real-life horrors that awaited her at her home. Despite this, a single teacher saw the beauty and the potential of Carrie in a touching personal moment when Carrie was breaking down in the locker room. If anything, this moment gave Carrie a brief vision of herself as a beautiful, good girl with much going for her. This stood in stark contrast to what she saw of herself in any other given moment where she was ruthless, hated, and the butt of the other jokes. That teacher is later saved from what could have easily been her death. Also, another classmate that had gone out of her way to right her wrong by helping Carrie to feel accepted and loved is sent out Carrie's house before its ultimate destruction in Carrie's. 6. Sometimes your daddy just can't save you. Several times throughout the movie, the leading nemesis in the movie runs to her father to fix things whenever she gets into trouble. The first is try to force the school to reinstate her prom attendance privilege, and later to save her from the frightening things that will happen at the prom. In the end, that desperate text to daddy can't save you from the consequences of the situations that you enter yourself into. 7. Never call your child a mistake. 8. Don't leave your personal effects at the skin of your crime. After the incident at the prom, Carrie ascertained the rotten culprit behind it because she sees a pair of glasses that were left behind. When she finds that rotten girl later, Carrie gets her revenge. 9. Evil begets evil. Of all of the lessons in this movie and story, the most important takeaways related to good and evil and the very concept of karma. Those that practiced the evil to the very end had evil brought upon them. The people that show love, forbearance, and kindness to a suffering girl were able to escape injuries and death.